All right, take a moment and look around this room. Everyone here has secrets. Some of them small, some of them surprising. And the beauty of Uncover That, the space we've created, is that it's not about judgment. It's about understanding what we often keep buried and maybe even discovering that we're far less alone than we thought. Now let me ask you something that most people would never dare say out loud. Have you ever mentally stepped out of your own body during sex? Not in a spiritual out-of-body way, but in a very human, very strange way, imagining you're someone else entirely. Maybe someone more confident, more dominant, more desirable, maybe even someone fictional. And for those moments, it's not really you who's having sex. Sounds odd, right? But it's not as rare as you think. Some people do it to escape anxiety. Others do it to fulfill a fantasy that feels too wrong or too weird to admit out loud. And sometimes it's not about escaping the partner at all. It's about escaping ourselves. The insecurities, the shame, the weight of how we think we're supposed to perform, look, feel. In psychology, this mental shape-shifting during intimacy can be a form of dissociation, fantasy play, or even trauma response. But here's the thing. It doesn't always mean something's broken. It can be a coping strategy, a creative outlet, or a sign that something deeper is asking to be seen. What matters is this. Pretending during sex isn't always about lying. Sometimes it's about longing. Longing for safety, power, freedom, or simply to feel something when we've been numb for far too long. So no, you're not weird. You're layered. You're complex. You're human. And here at Uncover That, we're going to talk about the things no one else dares to. Because these quiet questions, they're often the ones that need answering most.